but there was a door right behind me, and it was all dark in there. But I went in,
and I followed you.
and then it happened when it all started. That's when everything changed. And I just stood there. And you didn't say anything, but I knew you were there.
Yes, and you closed the door.
Yes. Well, there we are. I did.
I have good memories of it. I mean, of what happened next. What happened next?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether I do or whether I don't.
Claire, this is great. Connecting with you again.
Connecting with you again. That sounds very formal.
Sorry, yes, it probably does. I suppose it's because I'm nervous.
It's only me.
Yes, I'm just too excited about what I've seen over here.
Brian.
Okay.
You know...
Claire?
What is it you're excited about?
Well, I mean, all this beauty. I mean, it's like that place that you just told me about in the story.
Yeah, the Peach Blossom Spring.
It's just wherever you look, I mean, it's wonderful, and all right, the land is very expensive, but the returns are astonishing. I mean, they're life-changing.
Right.
I'm all in here. I'm all in.
Are you?
Oh, sure. I mean, everything I've got, because you would not believe the returns. I mean, Blessings are making a fortune, an absolute fortune. And that's just on 12-month investment bonds. I mean, you cannot get anything like that from the banks or the building societies.
No, I'm sure. Sounds really good.
And it's such a secret, like in your story. I mean, I just turned up a river, so to speak, and there it all is.
I think people have known about Bahrain for quite a while.
Well, yes. I mean, what do I mean? I don't mean I discovered it. I mean, it discovered me.
And how did that happen?
Well, just a chance call from one of the guys at Blessings, Bob Duncan. I worked with him on one of the Northern Russian contracts. Really good guy. I mean, doing you a favour, mate, he said. Just keep it to trusted friends.
Right. And that's me.
Well, me and you. Bob trusts me and I trust you.
Anyone else I know? Anyone else in on this? What do you say? All in?
Claire, just you. Just you. I mean, I know things have been, what shall we say, challenging for you. I want to help.
Well, that's really nice of you.
I mean, that night, Claire, it wasn't just, bodies. I'm very fond of you.
Right.
Very.
Right. You know that story, the Peach Blossom Spring?
And when you told me about it, I'm sorry to say.
When I found it, I thought this is meant for me, silly. I couldn't find one of my shoes when I looked under the bed. There it was, and it was open at that page, the book.
Was it?
And you just said how it was my story, but it's sort of yours as well as mine. I mean, I found it in your room after you'd gone.
Okay. Would you like me to hold on, just share screen again? There you go.
Oh, is that your project?
Well, there's a side of it, yeah. I mean, it's like Shangri-La.
Peach Blossom Spring.
Well, of course, it doesn't look like this now. I mean, as I say, the groundwork has started, dredgings and footings.
So, Brian, what do you want from me? That is.
Well, I mean, this is unrepeatable. It's unique. It's like the Klondike. Hardly anyone knows about it, but when they do, the price of the land is just going to skyrocket.
Skyrocket.
At the moment, it's below market price. Can you believe? No one thought it could be done, but blessings, they are just superb. Well, I mean, after what they did with the White Mountains contract, I mean, they walk on water.
Good, was it?
Astonishing. Putin's people were delighted. I made a fortune.
White Mountains. Sounds beautiful.
No, they weren't.
And now you're in the hottest place in the world.
Yes, almost.
And you're all in.
Yes.
And you want me to be all in too.
Well, I'm just telling you what I found. It seems greedy to keep it to myself.
When you made a fortune in the White Mountains, when was that?
About a year and a half ago.
Why wasn't that enough?
Well, what?
Well, you made a fortune in the White Mountains. Well, why wasn't that enough? Why do you want another one?
It's too good to pass over.
Right.
And you've got a family now, so I just wanted to help.
Do you know how the story ends? The blossom grove at the turn of the rivers.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Yes.
The fisherman stays there forever?
No. He goes back to his people and tells them all about it.
I don't blame him.
When he tries to find it again, he can't, even though he marked the way as carefully as he could. So no, he doesn't stay there. You'd have thought he would, but he leaves. And then he can't get back.
Perhaps he just didn't want to be selfish. I mean, keeping it to himself.
Jennifer and I would have stayed. I would have cut the rope that tied my boat to its moorings. I'd have watched it float away downstream and without us.
Right. Would you?
Yeah, swap this giant house for that new world. Yes, of course.
Well, maybe I can help.
Brian, are you really in Bahrain?
Pardon? Did you say, am I in Bahrain?
Yes.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
In a manner of speaking.
Well, it's all I can think about. I can't stop it. It's going to change everything.
So where are you?
It's okay. I mean, I'm just in a temporary location.
Brian, are you all right?
Better believe it.
You're not in Bahrain, are you, Brian?
No.
No.
But Shangri-La, it's gonna happen.
Things are a bit hard for you, Brian, I suppose.
No, Claire, I'm all right. This is this is a dream come true.
Is it? I mean, what are you really doing here, Brian?
I'm helping you.
But you're hurting.
No, it's temporary.
Have you called many other people?
No.
Is it just me?
It's just you.
Is it just me you've called, or lots of others?
No.
No what?
It's just you.
Why me?
Well, I knew you'd be interested. You're on your own with a child to bring up. I mean, this would help. This will help. Claire, we're talking here about 20 and 50% returns. This is massive. Say you put in 10 grand for starters. You could be looking at 15 grand return for doing nothing. Just sitting back and thinking of, I don't know, a term school fees paid for. Claire, for Jennifer.
10 grand. 10 £1,000.
Well, to start with, I mean, obviously, the more we invest, the higher return. You could end up paying for the whole of our school career or whatever, a car, not having to work so much.
And how much have you got in?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, I've got everything.
What, the house? Everything?
No, not this house. This is a rental for now, but everything. I mean, I'm all in.
Are you? Brian, can I ask you something?
Of course.
That night in your house when you and me met upstairs and then we met, do you think of it?
Yes.
And why did you think I was being Romeo and Juliet?
Did I?
Yep. Yes, you knelt opposite me and said you thought I was doing the palm to palm line.
Well, I always wanted to play it, and we were on a balcony, sort of, top of the stairs on the landing.
Right. And you put both hands on mine quite gently.
Well, I hadn't been drinking.
Yeah, I know. So that was all, was it? You just wanted to play Romeo and Juliet?
Too old now. I would only get cast for a part with, what do they call it? An indeterminate age.
Right, but that was all.
Yes, really. Does Jennifer? Does she? Look at anything like anyone? Anyone you've met?
Yes. Yes, she does, Brian.
Oh, I see. Well, that's great. Is it?
Yes.
Then the investment. What do you think you'd like to do?
I think I can hear her now. Actually, I'd better go.
No, sure. Great.
Brian,
Yes, dear.
I don't think I can, invest.
Fine. That's fine. I'm all in.
Good night, Brian. It's been lovely to see you again.
It has. It really has. Good night to you and Jennifer.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I hope you find it,
Yes. I do too. Find what exactly?
I hope you find it. I really do. Your peach blossom spring.